What we think, we become. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. Peace comes from within, do not seek it without. There is no path to happiness, happiness is the path. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart give yourself to it. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not stopping. To keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. We are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. He who loves 50 people has 50 woes. He who loves no one has no woes. Every morning we are born again. What we do today matters most. Do not overrate what you have received, nor envy others. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. The root of suffering is attachment. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. In the end, these things matter most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? How deeply did you let go? To conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others. It is better to travel well than to arrive. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds and then believe them to be true. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. Whatever words we utter should be chosen with care, for people will hear them and be influenced by them for good or ill. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. A jug fills drop by drop. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. The way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. Doubt everything, find your own light. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them? There is nothing so disobedient as an undisciplined mind, and there is nothing so obedient as a disciplined mind. Should you find a wise critic to point out your faults, follow him as you would a guide to hidden treasure. You cannot travel on the path until you become the path itself. If the problem can be solved, why worry? If the problem cannot be solved, worrying will do you no good. Purity or impurity depends on oneself. No one can purify another. If you find no one to support you on the spiritual path, walk alone. One moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Work out your own salvation. Do not depend on others. One should strive to understand what underlies sufferings and diseases and aim for health and well-being while gaining in the path. To be idle is a short road to death, and to be diligent is a way of life. Foolish people are idle, wise people are diligent. Do not look for a sanctuary in anyone except yourself. Just as treasures are uncovered from the earth, so virtue appears from good deeds, and wisdom appears from a pure and peaceful mind. To walk safely through the maze of human life, one needs the light of wisdom and the guidance of virtue. True love is born from understanding. The mind that perceives the limitation is the limitation. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. A disciplined mind brings happiness. Be vigilant, guard your mind against negative thoughts. You are the community now. Be a lamp for yourselves. Be your own refuge. Seek for no other. All things must pass. Strive on diligently. Don't give up. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. People with opinions just go around bothering each other. Understanding is the heartwood of well-spoken words. Speak only endearing speech, speech that is welcomed, speech when it brings no evil to others is a pleasant thing. Ardently do today what must be done. Who knows, tomorrow death comes. Long is the night to him who is awake. Long is a mile to him who is tired. Long is life to the foolish who do not know the true law. Just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so let one cultivate a boundless love towards all beings. Should a seeker not find a companion who is better or equal, let them resolutely pursue a solitary course. Whatever has the nature of arising has the nature of ceasing. One is not called noble who hums living beings. By not humming living beings, one is called noble. Live purely, be quiet, do your work with mastery. Like the moon, come out from behind the clouds, shine. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. To live a pure and selfish life, One must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. It is in the nature of things that joy arises in a person free from remorse. The whole secret of existence is to have no fear. Never fear what will become of you, depend on no one. Only the moment you reject all help are you freed. All tremble at violence, all fear death. Putting oneself in the place of another, one should not kill nor cause another to kill. Just as the great ocean has one taste, the taste of salt, so also this teaching and discipline has one taste, the taste of liberation. It is easy to see the faults of others, but difficult to see one's own faults. The wise ones fashion speech with their thought, sifting it as grain is sifted through a sieve. Drop by drop is the water pot filled. Likewise, the wise man, gathering it little by little, fills himself with good. Give, even if you only have a little. Do not learn how to react. Learn how to respond. In whom there is no sympathy for living beings, know him as an outcast. There is no fire like passion, there is no shock like hatred, there is no snare like folly, there is no torrent like greed. Whatever a monk keeps pursuing with his thinking and pondering, that becomes the inclination of his awareness. Let none find fault with others, let none see the omissions and commissions of others, but let one see one's own acts, done and undone. To support mother and father, to cherish wife and child, and to have a simple livelihood, this is the good luck. Teach this triple truth to all, a generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. A wise man, recognizing that the world is but an illusion, does not act as if it is real, so he escapes the suffering. Just as a flower does not pick and choose the bees that come to it, a practitioner should not pick and choose which ethics to abide by. One should not pry into the faults of others, into things done and left undone by others. One should rather consider what by oneself is done and left undone. In separateness lies the world's greatest misery. In compassion lies the world's true strength. The only way to bring peace to the earth is to learn to make our own life peaceful. You yourself must strive. The Buddhas only point the way. Conquer anger with non-anger. Conquer badness with goodness. Conquer meanness with generosity. Conquer dishonesty with truth. Neither fire nor wind, birth nor death can erase our good deeds. Radiate boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, and across, unhindered, without ill will, without enmity. If anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading.